What's going on, Workforce? Brian here for Work2Game. So Square-Enix updated the Stormblood website, so let's just get into it. So what we're going to do a little bit different. I'm kind of going to give my live, well, semi-live, this is an edited video, impressions of these changes. So there's new screenshots, a little bit of lore sprinkled in, and really we're just going to be hanging out and talking about this, updated website and the content therein. So let me know what you think about this style and if it's something we want to do in the future, but really let's just go ahead and dive into it. So you can see on the screen, they've got right now under the lore and the story updated area, we've got Almingo, and it's saying this: an occupied city-state located in the mountainous region of eastern Alenard. The nation was plunged into chaos 20 years ago when its masses rose up in rebellion against the tyranny of the Mad King Theodric. However, unbeknownst to many, it was none other than the Garlean Empire that had been pulling the strings from the shadows the entire time. They quickly set about moving to take control of Almingo. Man, I'm sorry. I'm going to keep working on it. as anarchy reigned and have remained in control of the nation for the past 20 years. So it sounds almost like some very minimal struggle. They caused the city, they basically caused a rebellion, and then they just kind of swept in and picked it up. And then we've got the primal Susano. So it's like the Lord of the Revel summoned by the Kojin tribe in an act of desperation from the myriad of deities housed within 3 sacred treasures of the Kojin. Susano stepped forth to answer their pleas for deliverance. This divinity of the sea sees battle as a celebration, but challengers will find no revelry nor mercy at the edge of his fabled blade. Amin no Marakomo. Again, if I missed that, apologies. Shobhita Lakshmi, the Lady of Bliss, beloved deity of the Serpentine Ananta tribe. Legends tell of a beauty without equal, a benevolent goddess whose coming brings the promise of halakon. Man, I wish I was better at words. Days and bountiful harvests. Some believe she was imparted her life-bestowing powers to her most fervent followers, the Nanta. Lakshmi, in her infinite mercy, would shelter them from harm, granting them succor with her alluring embrace. That seems nice. She seems like somebody to check out. Let's go click on Doma over here. It's on the website, jumping into Doma. So we've got, it looks like I don't know if these are going to be zones or how they're going to kind of play for it, but let's go ahead and just jump in and see what we've got. I'm going to move the camera slightly. Whoa. Editing effects. All right. Doma. Upon the eastern banks of Othard lies Doma, the land from which the ninja and samurai hail. Invaded 25 years ago by the Garlean Empire in their relentless effort to expand their borders, this once peaceful nation now struggles under the imperial yoke. In the wake of a recent large upscale uprising that ended in failure, the majority of the civilians that had been stripped of even their most fundamental freedoms. So it doesn't sound like a really great place to live, in my opinion. I don't know. I'm really happy to go visit. It's kind of like, I'd like to visit, but I don't want to stay there. Alright, let's see what we got. The Azim Steppe. A vast expanse of grasslands that stretches far to the far reaches of northern Othard. The Azim Steppe is said to be an ancestral home for the Ara, and remains to this day the home of the nomadic Exalan clan. Exala? Devout worshippers of the Dawn Father and the Dusk Mother, Azim and Nahama. Why? They know I suck at this. The Exala are known for their unique set of beliefs. They are divided into 50 different tribes, all of which are very territorial and are engaged in constant fierce battle for the land. And you can see some really cool screenshots right there. That's pretty sweet. Man, that looks great, that moon. Oh. Anyway. Alright, let's jump into what else we got. Okay, so that's the Azim Steppe. We got Yangsha. It's like, this should be a video titled, Watch Brian Fail. Through Yangsha flows one river, upon whose shores the city-state of Doma have been built. Having fallen to Garlean rule, the nation's once proud and mighty Doma Castle are now occupied by the Imperial Viceroy and her host of brutish men. Citizens here struggle to eke out a living in the face of opposition, which come in the form of punishing taxes and grueling physical labor. Man, that sucks. Oh man, this is gonna be cool. I'm really looking forward to exploring that. So let me know what you guys think about any of these screenshots, if anything kind of stands out to you. The Ruby Sea and our giant Jenga tower. Separating Othard and Hingashi. Separating Othard and Hingashi, yet ruled by neither, the Ruby Sea has for as long as anyone can remember, been controlled by the Confederacy. To this day, it remains free of any outside influence and is inhabited by a variety of people, beastmen, including the turtle-like Kojin. Alright. And no matter what, it's always going to make me think of the Quad-Off from Final Fantasy XI, but it is what it is. So that was the Ruby Sea, and then Kugane. A city across the Ruby Sea from Othard, Kugane stands as the only port in Hingashi whose docks remain open to foreign vessels in an era of occupation. Here the ships from all over the world can be found, and it is not uncommon to see even Eorzean galleys and Garlean warships docked side by side. The bustling center of trade boasts a beautiful cityscape and also serves as a den of espionage and political intrigue. I didn't really click through any of these pictures, but man, that looks really, really cool. Oh yeah. That's fantastic. I'm so excited. Okay, so that's kind of the lore section. Let's go ahead and jump into gameplay. Alright, so gameplay, we've got Omega, the 8-man raid. From the question of its origin to the very nature of its existence, much about Omega is shrouded in mystery, employed by the Algian Empire to capture Bahamut. It remained in an eras-long stasis until recently, when it was roused to contend with the threat of another primal. In the course of this mission, however, it vanished into the rocky expanse of Gerbania. So nothing much else on this page. Let's go to systems. We got some obviously new jobs. We got the samurai. So we got the video playing right there. That's fantastic. I love that moon. And here he is. It kind of also makes me think of Soul Calibur, of Mitsurugi. All right. Far across the rolling waves, toward the rising sun, there lies the island nation of Hingashi. In the distant past, the realm's great lords vied for supremacy over its sea-girt confines in a long, bloody conflict, and taking to battle in their lieges' names were the noble swordsmen whose art was forged in the crucible of war, the samurai. Eventually, the nation was unified under one banner, and these warriors came to wield their katana not upon the fields as part of an army, but upon the streets as protectors of the peace. But as a neglected blade grows dull with rust, so too do men forget their purpose. Amidst waning memories of the old ways, and a determined few hold fast to their convictions, hands by katana grips, awaiting the moment for steel to sing. That's pretty cool. Let's see here. I'm clicking on this. Got some good pictures here. Oh yeah. I'm excited for samurai fans. I am more looking towards the Red Mage. So this looks awesome. I cannot wait to play it. I know Chris is particularly excited about checking out the Red Mage and maybe making it his new main in 4.0. I guess we'll see. That just looks so awesome. I'm sorry, but I'm such a caster. I love casters. On the eastern edge of Abalatha's spine lies the mountain region of Gerbania. It is in these elevated lands that people took shelter when a burying star guided them away from the sixth umbral calamity, treacherous floodwaters. The survivors gathered from near and far, and amongst them were refugees of the sorceress cities of Mach and Emdapur. These sworn enemies buried their history for the sake of the future and set aside their vestments of black and white. Upon the remnants of their arts, the new disciple was built, and the first red mages stepped forward with rapiers in hand to fight back against the rising tides of destruction. So that's really cool. So we're learning some lore about the red mages. They came from these two, the Mach and the Emdapur, the Pori. They came from these. Oh man, this is so cool. And so out of that formed this skill and this job. That's I like that. I like that little bit of lore. That's pretty cool. Got some great little screenshots here. Boom. That looks like it's gonna hurt. And then we know about swimming. We've kind of seen those pictures. Shirogane, the new home place. Oh, their increased level cap, which we knew about, and then increased furnishing limits. See any media right here. So we got the videos. Some really nice artwork. Okay, so we're going to be making some background images. The map, obviously. Man. Really cool stuff. Guys, I recommend you go and check out and play with the site. If you're really itching for more Stormblood information, this is going to be the place you're going to get it. So I think they also have a big media event that's going to be kicking off in May. I don't have any details on that. I am not big enough to be invited, and that's cool. Like, I'm really enjoying everything we've got going on right here. So, all right, guys, that's just it. You know, not too much Stormblood news going on, so it's fun to get anything we can, and really excited about it. So let me know if anything out of this stood interesting to you, if you found any of it interesting, and if this format was interesting at all. I mean, there's a little bit less editing that will be done on it, but there's also a lot more mistakes, and I apologize for so many probably mispronunciations of words. I'm working hard, and I'm fighting my dyslexia the whole way. Anyway, yeah, that's great. For Work to Game, this is Brian. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you did, if you didn't, and that way we can try to get better with every passing day. But until next time, I hope you have a fantastic week. Take care. Hey, it's me. Thanks so much for watching this video. You should click over here to see more videos just like it, or you should click down here to check out our recent vlog. But you can also click somewhere down here below to hit the subscribe button, as well as check out our other info. Again, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.